I got this comment, and I can't find it, or I would have like replied to the comment, but it said, yeah, you were probably a hoe ass boss. And I didn't even want to dispute that, right? Because the fact of the matter is, there was probably times that I was a hoe ass boss. I'm sure there were days that I went to work and I was in a bad mood, and and I was a hoe ass boss. And I think, just by the language, by pointing out like, oh, you were a hoe ass boss to me, that tells me like you're not too far separated from your stay whenever you were in there, right? Because I think as more time goes by, the more people can start thinking about the situation we were each in reasonably. And so it makes me feel like you are probably either still incarcerated, or you recently were released, because you're still in this thought process of people are hoe ass bosses and things like that. And maybe you've had that experience with a lot of correctional officers out there, so you feel strongly like that. But I think that the more time that goes by, the more you can separate yourself from that, and the more you can think reasonably about why a person is a whole ass person in whatever situation that they're in, right? Because I'm sure that there were days that I came to work and I was having a bad day, or I was pissed off about something else, and I probably let it get the best of me, and I probably did not act the most professional to somebody. I probably was rude to somebody. I probably made mistakes. And I'm sure as people watch this, especially people that know me, they probably think, oh, you've gotten old and gotten weak. You've gotten old and gotten friendly, but I'm fine with that too, because like I'm no longer I'm no longer like a cog in the wheel of the hate factory, right? I am no longer part of that society and that thing, so I can reflect peacefully. I can look back on my time out there and think, well, yeah, I did this right. I didn't do this right. I should have did this. I should have spoke up when this, and all that stuff. So I don't mind being called a hoe ass boss, because what you're doing is you're reminding me, like in my career now and in my life as I move forward and stuff, whenever I have those bad days or those moments, even like standing in line at a gas station and I'm frustrated because it's taking a long time, instead of being rude, just be a human to people. Like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to be rude to this individual. Maybe they're new at their job. Maybe they're just now starting. Who knows what their situation is? Why, and it says nothing about that person, but everything about what's going on in my world whenever like I behave certain kind of ways. So I'm aware of that. And I want to thank you for pointing that out, because yes, there was times that I was a hoe ass boss. There were times that I was harder than I probably should have been. And for those times, I apologize. And I don't care if people from the outside believe that it's made me weak or friendly or whatever. I'm able to look back in retrospect and actually see the errors in my ways at times. You know what I'm saying? So I'll holler at y'all.